everyone. Hold on, I'm just going to get this started. All right. Well, happy April, everyone. Not a big prankster, so this is always a day I don't know what to do, but anyways, if you are a in and out person, you'll probably find out that they close their drive-thrus, which sucks. All right. So day one of 30, what? Do we have 30 or 31 days this month? Let's get down to the ground. All right. Oh, I did it again. I did this yesterday. I forgot to put my music listening devices on. Hold on. Sorry, guys. All right, let's start that again. April 1st. Go ahead and come down to your seat. We're going to get started. Totally forgot about my microphone. Find a nice, comfortable spot. So if you want to use a block, just put your bottom, and underneath your bottom, you can use a pillow, whatever you have available. We're just going to sit here for a little while. We're going to start our breath here. We're going to start our movement here. Remember, this is a beginning, easy flow day. So we're on Wednesday, right? All right. So maybe just place your hands on your knees, and let's roll those shoulders up and around. Just going to roll the shoulders, and then we're going to roll them forward. Just starting to wake everything up here. Okay. Maybe move your ear from side to side, nice and gently. And then bring that chin down to the chest, and then look up. Down to the chest, and look up, sitting up nice and tall still. Keep the belly. We're going to start moving that belly to our back. Good. All right, and then shake your head. No. So look over to the shoulders. All right, and coming to that center point. Close your eyes, and we're going to start in our Ujjayi breath. So nice deep inhales through the nose. And exhales to the bottom of the belly. And inhale. And exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, continue to breathe there. As you're here, maybe don't bring your awareness into your body and how it feels today. Trying to clear your mind of everything you have going on today. Even if it's nothing at all, we're just going to clear our mind. Whatever it is that we have, it will be there when we're done with our practice today. So let's try to just breathe. Breathe into this moment, breathe into our movements, and allow our mind to be right here on our mat, present with us. Go ahead and open your eyes, and let's take those hands up. Inhale the hands all the way up. And exhale, release. Inhale, lift those hands all the way up. And exhale, release. Good, let's inhale those hands all the way up once again. This time I want you to clasp those hands together and then raise them over your head. So we're pushing those shoulders back. Good, go ahead and release them to the side. Make a big circle. Grab them in the front, and then we're going to bring them back up. Push that chest forward, keep that belly tucked, and exhale them back. Around to the center. Good. Inhale back up as you clasp those hands together. Push the chest forward, keep the belly nice and tight. Good. Now just open them up into that cactus that we like. And look up. Good. Inhale those hands back up. And exhale, open up into that cactus. Good. Inhale one more time. And exhale into cactus. Chest forward, shoulder blades are working together. Keep that belly nice and tucked. Good. Inhale, lift those hands up. And go ahead and release those hands. All right. Let's taking that left hand down to the mat. We're going to take that right hand over the ear. Okay, reaching through that right fingertip. Keep those hips down to the mat. So you can come over as far as you can, as long as both hips stay down on the mat. Good. Reaching over to the opposite side. Reach through those fingertips. Again, hips stay down. Reach through the fingertips up top. Good. Let's inhale, come up to center. We're going to take that right hand over to the left ear. Bringing that left neck down. Reaching those left fingertips out. Maybe they're touching the ground. And just rotate that gaze towards the armpit. Hand comes to the back of the head. Bringing the neck forward just a little bit as you breathe here. Good, go ahead and release that, and opposite side. So right fingers come out. Left hand now comes over to the right ear as you feel the length on the right side of your body. Go ahead and rotate that gaze towards the armpit. Hand comes to the back of the head. Let's bring that neck just slightly in, just till you feel a little stretch. Good. Inhale, come up. And release that. All right, let's take that right hand over to the left knee. We're going to take that left hand behind us and look behind us. Nice little twist here. Keep the belly tucked. Lift the crown of the head so that you can breathe here. All right, let's take a little twist to the opposite side. So inhale, come forward. Exhale to the right side now. Good. Inhale, come forward. All right, let's rock ourselves to the front. We're going to start with our cat-cows right here. So hands nice and wide. Wrists right below the shoulders. Knees right below the hips. And we're just going to rock ourselves back and forth here. Start waking up those wrists. Wake up that body. Maybe inhale as you come forward. And exhale as you push back. Good. And then rock yourself from side to side. And then coming into that neutral spine. So drop that head down. We're going to keep that belly to our back. Okay. Inhale, lift the head up. Now push the hips back. Let the belly drop and the chest drop. Good. Inhale as you bring the chin to your chest. Roll the back away from you. Good. Inhale, lift. Look up. And exhale, chin to chest. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, chin to chest. One more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, chin to chest. Good morning, Melinda. All right, coming into that neutral spine. We're going to take that right hand up to the ceiling. Good. And reach that right hand through. We just did these yesterday. It's always good to take a little morning twist. Inhale, look up. And exhale, reach through. Inhale, look up one more time. And exhale, we're just going to reach through right here and drop it down. So reaching that left hand over here. Keep those hips nice and high as you breathe here. Remember, you can always take this right palm down and open up a little bit more. So you push it into the ground. Look up, little spinal twist here. Good, taking the left hand beside your head, lift up, and start with the left hand up to the ceiling. Inhale up, exhale, reach through. Inhale, lift, and exhale, reach through. One more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, reach through. Drop that shoulder down. Maybe the palm pushes down into the ground. Taking that right hand over the ear, keeping those hips nice and high. Good. Right, take your right hand right beside you. Lift yourself up. All right, we're going to take both elbows down to the mat. So drop your elbows down to the mat. We're going to keep the hips nice and high. And then we're going to push down and walk those hands down. So we're going to open up this chest here. So keeping the hips high, we're going to try to rock, bring the chest as far down as we can. Maybe the chin drops. So the tendency is the lower belly is released here. So you want to keep the, and you end up with this big sway in the lower back. So I want you to keep the belly to your back. Okay, protect that lower back here. So feel the stretch. Feel the stretch in your shoulders, and your armpit area is like, feels like it's opening up here, right? Being very mindful of what you're doing. Just rest here. Okay, lift your body up. Coming back into that tabletop. So let's extend out that right leg. Extend it straight out. Reach through the heel and reach through the left fingertips. So we're going to try to keep our spinal balance here. So remember, when you're here, try not to lean over to the left. Okay, we don't want to overcompensate. We want to find that balance within our bodies, keeping that belly nice and tight. Good. Take one more breath here. Good. Go ahead and bend that right knee. Take that left hand behind you. Try to grab that right foot and push. Kick that foot away from you. Good. Go ahead and release the leg and the hand, and then release it all the way down to the mat. So let's switch sides. Left leg comes back. Remember, push through the heel. Keep the hips nice and square to the mat. Tuck that belly to your back. And then reach the right hand out. So reaching through the fingertips, reach through that heel. Belly to back. Try not to lean over to the right. You want to stay right over the center point. Okay, keeping that belly tucked will help that. Drop that left hip down. Good. Go ahead and bend that right knee, that left knee. Reach around with the right hand and kick into that right hand. Find that balance. Our tendency here too is trying to reach over to the right. So try not to do that. Keep yourself centered. All right, release. And down. All right, open up your knees, and reach back. So we want to sit back into that child's pose. Reach those fingertips forward. Keeping those elbows off the mat as we reach forward. You can drop your head down to the mat. let's come up to our mat. Go ahead and lay your body down. So belly down. Okay, we're going to stretch out these shoulders, so I want you to be very mindful of the movement, okay? So we're going to first start, I'm going to first start with my left shoulder straight out. Okay, I'm going to drop my left cheek down to the mat. Okay, so left shoulder's out, my cheek's down on the mat. Taking my right hand, I'm going to place it right here next to my chest. As I push into my hand, I'm going to try to twist open my body. So I'm going to raise my right leg. I'm going to try to bring my right leg and allow it to come behind me. So being very mindful of this left shoulder, you'll only go as far as comfortable for you. Now if you feel nothing on that left shoulder, go ahead and walk that hand up or down to feel the stretch. And just breathe here. All right, let's come back to our bellies. Now the same left hand, we're going to take into a 90-degree angle, okay? So a little bit deeper stretch here. You may not go as far to the left as, you know, you got to just be mindful of what you're doing here. Right leg up and then twist back. It's about as far as I get to go. So whenever you're doing any of these exercises, just pay attention to what your body is about, you know, is able to do. You don't want to push anything. That's not what yoga is about. It's about trying to connect the body and the movement and allow yourself to rest into our postures. Okay, asanas. Then take yourself back to your belly. Okay, we're going to move it over to the right. So the right hand comes straight out. Right cheek comes down to the mat. And then the left hand pushes you up. Left leg lifts. And then you try to take that left leg like I can touch my ground behind me. That's fine. That's just where I'm at. All right, go ahead and drop down, back down to the chest. Taking that right hand now at a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to open back up. What I love in this position, sometimes my lower back just goes click. It feels good. All right, go ahead and bring your hips down, chest down. All right, let's lift up into our first downward facing dog. So tuck your toes, lift your hips all the way up. Push those hands away from you. Go ahead and walk those legs out. Release that tension in the back of the legs. And you're bending those knees, really reaching through this spine here. Go ahead and look at those hands. We're going to step our feet forward. And we're just going to allow ourselves to ragdoll hang right here. So release those hands. Release the head. Maybe keep a bend in the knee. Go ahead and shake your head, yes. And then shake it, no. All right. Nice slow inhale. As you lift all the way up, one vertebrae at a time. All the way up. All right. Let's lift those hands up. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, lift and exhale down. Inhale, lift. Right hand grabs left wrist and reaches over to the right. Good. Inhale, come up, and exhale, opposite side. Good. Inhale, come up, Go ahead and release those hands to the side, taking your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to place our hands on our hips right here. Inhale to reach through the crown of the head. Exhale as you fold forward. Go ahead and maybe you're going to take those peace fingers, wrap around the big toes, take a big bend in the knee if you want to. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, point that crown of the head towards the mat. Elbows come out to the side. You can keep those legs straight or a nice little bend is fine. And breathe here. All right, we're going to lift halfway. Take that right hand down to the mat, so between the hands, and inhale the left hand up. Stay here in this little twist here. Try to keep those shoulders stacked. Good, go ahead and reach that left hand down. Right hand comes all the way up. Good, right hand comes down. We're going to inhale, lifting only halfway. Place those hands on your hips right there. And then inhale, or inhale all the way up. Good. All right. All right, let's step our right foot back. Step that right foot back. Left foot comes forward. Remember, belly to back, chest forward, and reach those hands straight up. Try to feel the length. Maybe you can walk the front foot out a little bit more. The only thing is that remember the outside of that right foot needs to stay planted. All right, let's inhale. We're going to straighten the front leg, pivot the body, and drop into that warrior one on the back. So hips square to the back of the mat. Keep the hands reaching up, bend into that right knee, and then feel the outside of that left foot. Good, open up into your warrior two right here. Looking and to the front, so we're looking to your right hand right now. Keep the lower body nice and stable. You want to keep those shoulders right above those hips. Good, we're going to inhale the right leg straight, pivot the body, and exhale that left foot into a bend. So we're coming into that warrior two towards the front of the mat. Make sure not to be leaning forward. You want to stay right over those shoulders right here. Good, inhale, lift the front leg. We're going to reach forward, so the left leg straight, reaching forward with the left hand, drop that left hand down. Okay, right hand comes up to the ceiling, and then we're going to slide our left hand down that leg, keeping the shoulders nice and stacked. We're going to breathe here. Good, inhale, come up, pivot the body, so hands come out to the side, we're pivoting the body, straightening the right leg, reaching forward with the right hand comes down, left hand comes up to the ceiling. Go ahead and lower the right hand. Look up to the ceiling if you can. All right, let's inhale, come up to center. Go ahead and bend into that right knee, so you're still pointing toward the back of the mat. Taking that right forearm on top of the right knee, and then opening up the left hand over the ear. Look up to the ceiling. Good, inhale, straighten that right leg. We're going to pivot our body to the left and to the front of the mat. So left foot now bends, left forearm goes on top of that left knee. And then we're going to open up the right hand over the ear, look up, and breathe here. Good. Inhale, come up to center, and then exhale, go ahead and step to the front of the mat. Good job. All right, let's take a big step out. Well, I'm going to my left, so however you need to, so that you can see what we're doing. All right, I'm going to pivot my toes. So toes are going to come slightly in, heels are going to be slightly out. Okay. We're going to tuck that belly to our back, bring that chest forward. So belly to back allows that tailbone to tuck under a little bit. Bring those hands to your hips. As we inhale, I'm going to reach through the crown of my head. So I'm going to reach out through the crown of my head, and then exhale, fold. So as I fold here, I'm going to drop those hands to the mat. Okay, maybe you want to widen your stance a little bit here if you want. We're going to reach the crown of the head forward, and then walk those hands maybe in alignment with the heels. Okay, we're using the hands to draw the crown of the head deeper down to the mat. Okay, trying to straighten those legs if you can. If you can't, the bent knee is fine. Try to keep that balance over more of the balls of your feet than the heel. Good. Inhale, walk those hands out. Right here, I want you to lift that right hand up to the ceiling. So a little twist once again right here. Good, let's take that right hand down. And we're going to lift the left hand. So we're just going to switch it. Lift up. Good, go ahead and drop that down. We're going to take both hands and place them on our hips. Lifting halfway, we're going to exhale right here. And then inhale as you lift yourself all the way up. Okay, reach those hands out to the sides. We're going to take those hands and just take them behind our back. So clasping those hands together. Go ahead and push that chest forward. Look up. Take that belly to your back, and then exhale as you fold forward right here. So fold forward, opening up, allowing those shoulders to open up. The crown of the head reaches towards the mat. Good. Inhale, come all the way up, nice and slow. And go ahead and release that. Maybe shake that out if you need to. All right, one more fold here. Take that belly to the back once again. Chest up. Hands to your hips. Let's inhale, lift the crown of the head up. And then as we exhale, fold from those hips. Once again, this time I want you to take those peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes. So bend in the knee if you need to. We're going to inhale to extend the spine forward, reach forward with the crown of the head, and then exhale. Elbows come pointing up to the ceiling as we try to drop the crown of the head down to the mat. We're going to breathe here for 5 good breaths. Inhale, lift your body halfway. Go ahead and take those hands to your hips, and then exhale right there. And inhale, come all the way up. Good, step to the front of your mat. All right, plant that left foot into the mat. So left foot's gonna come into that mat, right knee coming into our tree pose, comes off to the side. So wherever you're at, just keep that belly tucked, the mula bandha engaged, chest forward, and you can take those hands wherever you want. Some people like them on their hips, some people in front of their body, like this, prayer pose, or you can reach them up above your head, so it's up to you. We're just going to breathe here and hold it. So focus on something that's not moving. 4, 3, 2. See, if I start to smile, I start falling over. And inhale those hands up. And exhale to release. You have to always remember it's just yoga. All right, right foot into the mat. We're going to take that left foot now. Wherever you want, engage the belly, Mula Bandhas, chest forward, crown of the head reaches up, breathing here, trying to focus on something not moving. 3, 2, and go ahead and inhale those hands all the way up. And exhale, release those hands down. Very good. All right, let's take our vinyasa to the ground. Inhale those hands up. And exhale, fold all the way down. Good. Inhale, lift halfway, flatten that back. Reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale, take those hands down to the mat. Go ahead and step your feet back. Remember, you can always come down to your knees and exhale down. Inhale, lift, flatten those toes. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. All right, find a seat on your mat. Just move across your legs, have a seat. Good. All right, taking those legs straight out in front of you. We're going to flex those feet. Take the belly to the back. Inhale the hands up. Good. Exhale, fold forward. So grab whatever you can. Maybe it's a piece of fingers around the big toes. Maybe it's the side of the feet. Maybe it's the ankles or the knees, whatever. We're going to inhale, lift, push that chest forward. Tuck the belly to the back, and then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Okay, we're just going to hold here as we breathe. Remember, those exhales can be sent to the part of the stretch that you feel. So for me, like I'm feeling it in the back of my legs. I'm assuming everybody else is feeling it if you're doing it right. Chest forward. Exhale to those tight areas. All right, let's inhale, come up. Go ahead and lay down on your mat. So we're going to lay down. Keep those feet close to the bottom, so about hip distance apart. We're going to come into our bridge pose right here, okay? So taking those hands off to the side, we're going to inhale right here. Inhale nice and deep. And exhale all the way down to the bottom of the belly. Okay. Now inhale, lifting the hips. Okay, we're going to push into those heels. Maybe you want to walk those hands underneath, clasping the hands under your hips. Good. Keeping those legs nice and strong. Remember, if we have a block, you can put that block in between those legs to kind of grab onto it. So our knees don't fall out to the sides or they don't pinch all the way in, okay? You want to find that nice little engaged leg movement. So pretend like if you don't have a block, pretend like you have a block. Kind of squeeze those legs like the width of a block. Good. Go ahead and shoulder roll out and then bring those hips down. Nice deep inhale here. And maybe you exhale and bring that, tuck that tailbone under a little bit. Good. All right, inhale. And lift those hips up. Walking those shoulders under, clasping the hands, engaging the legs, breathing here. shoulders out, hips come down. All right, nice deep inhale. And exhale, maybe tuck that tailbone under. All right, inhale once again. And lift those hips up. And roll those shoulders under. Okay, shoulders come out first, hips come down. Go ahead and bring those knees into your chest. So let's take those knees over to the right and make little big circles actually. And then let's take them over to the left, big circles. And we're just gonna rock ourselves forward. All the way up. Nice little forward fold here. Remember, on this forward fold after our bridge pose, we can keep the shoulders beside us. We can keep a rolled back. It doesn't matter. All right, let's inhale, come up. Lay back down on your mat. So this time we're going to do our shoulder stance. So if you don't want to do the shoulder stance, or if it's not part of your practice, please don't do it. If it is and you want to take it there, go for it. Otherwise, if you are not in shoulder stance, if that's not something that you've done or want to do, we're just going to take these legs and we're going to point them straight up to the ceiling. So we're going to keep them here. Now the thing is, we're going to hold them for about 10 breaths, okay? Try to keep them as straight as you can. We're just going to move the circulation around the body a little bit differently, all right? If you're coming into shoulder stance, go ahead and lift those hips up, taking those hands. Remember, we're going to hold on to our back with our hands and then lift those legs up. Good, and we're going to breathe here. Everybody's breathing. We'll hold all of this for about 10 breaths. So if your legs are up in the air, you're on your shoulders, I want you to keep your hands to your back and nice and gently lower those toes down to the mat behind you. It's above your head. Okay? And if you touch the ground, you can release the hands. Or you can keep them on your back, whatever is more comfortable to you. You're just going to breathe there. Right, go ahead and bring those knees into the ears. I'm just going to cross my legs right here. You can take your hands to your back if you want. You're going to release the body down. Everybody go ahead and release those legs all the way down to the mat. Good. All right, let's reach the hands above the heads. We're going to inhale as we tighten every bit of our body up. And exhale, release. Again, inhale, tightening every bit of our body up. And exhale, release. All right, before we rest, we're going to bring that right knee into our chest. Hug it. Move it from side to side. And nice and gently, we're going to move it over to the left. So nice little twist here. Right shoulder stays down. And breathe. Good, right knee into the chest. Give it a hug. And then release it down to the mat. Good, left knee into the chest. Nice little hug. Moving it from side to side. And then taking this left knee over to the right side. Little twist here, keeping that left shoulder down. Okay, bring that left knee into the chest, give it a little hug, and release it down to the mat. Hands come once again above the head, inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, tightening everything up, and exhale, release. Go ahead and move those hands to the sides. We're going to come into your natural breath. Remember to walk your mind from your toes all the way up through the top of your head. Remember to move it around your face too. Make sure you release any tension, any muscles that you have engaged right now. Let's try to just relax them into the mat. Into your regular breath. Trying to just focus maybe on one sound and let your mind rest. Remember, I'm going to watch the time for you. So just enjoy this moment. As you slowly begin to come back to this moment, begin by wiggling your fingers and toes and moving your head from side to side. Go ahead and bring your knees into your chest and rock yourself from side to side. Dropping your knees to one side and using your hands as a pillow to rest there. Taking one final breath and then bring yourself up to a seat at the top of your mat. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Let's take a couple breaths to end our practice. Inhale the hands up and exhale, bring them to the sides. Good. Inhale, lift those hands all the way up. Bringing those hands to your mind for positive thoughts, to your lips for kind words, and to your heart for a thankful heart. Again, thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. Good job, you guys. Thanks for joining me. Comment if you like it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.